Ladies and gentlemen, I am a little sorry for those who have neither the perception to see a job well done nor the grace to give credit where it is due to those who have achieved such a complex and delicate task in record time. It is unfortunate that some come merely to criticize, but I do not think we should take it too seriously as it has become a matter of routine. In socialist countries, there is now not only greater but visible emphasis on giving up controls and rigid regulations in favor of incentives, individual initiatives, and market forces. It has not yet started working, but they are doing. Socialist countries and China, which many of our leftists considered as their models, are openly welcoming foreign investments, technology, and even multinationals. Our socialism is a logical development of the concept of democracy, suiting the requirements of our system. It builds on the mobilization of the private initiative for the greatest good of our society. It is based on mixed economy where the public sector plays a dominant role but the private sectors are also allowed to grow fully to modernize our economy. Our leaders chose this mixed economy consciously and deliberately, and we intend to keep to that which we believe will take us perhaps slowly but certainly more surely towards socialism. I have said before, and I have no hesitation in repeating that we do not believe in doctrinaire theories. What is of paramount importance today is the growth of productive forces, a change in our society which facilitate such growth. At the present stage of our history, that is the only way we can modernize our economy and benefit even the poorest sections of our country. Better distribution of income and the growth of productive forces are interdependent. We simply cannot have one without the other, and it is obvious that over the years our public sector has come to dominate our planning schemes. Our socialism reinforces our democracy and our secularism. I believe there can be no socialism without democracy, nor there can be no socialism, especially in the circumstances of our society. I have had considerable opportunity not only of studying and reading, but visiting countries discussing their systems, their difficulties, and their achievements. With almost all the major countries and a large number of other countries. In fact, it would be easier to say which countries I have not visited than to list those where I have been, and I can say with great emphasis that there is no country today, whether they call themselves communists, socialists, or capitalists, where there is no discrimination of some kind or another, and this usually works against those who are weaker groups there. There has been some talk of class bias along the usual propaganda lines. Our plans and programs are designed to and are being constantly reviewed to redress imbalances, old ones and the new ones, when they crop up, and our Minister for Planning has already given some of the figures of what is undertaken in this particular plan for the weakest and the poor sections. All the impartial observers who have known our villages, many who have lived for as long as 25 years and done very thorough research, they have commented on the steady progress of our quiet revolution. We do not claim that the progress is satisfactory or that major and serious problems do not remain. We are keenly conscious of deficiencies and that those who are rich take greater advantage of our program. Unfortunately, this is so everywhere. I thank all those who have participated in this meeting. To us, the views of all are equally valuable. Regardless of the reactions of some, we in the government are committed and concerned enough about the country's problems to continue to try for an atmosphere of cooperation for a concerted and united endeavor. We should collectively wish success to this common endeavor to make the sixth plan a vibrant and meaningful exercise for the welfare of the people. Our approval of the sixth plan today should dismiss the dismal prophecies about our future. It is a signal of buoyancy of spirit and self confidence. And I am sure that we will go from this hall with a renewal of enthusiasm. We in India can stand with our heads high in any part of the world because our system has worked and is working. We do not put the lid on its weaknesses, but at the same time put the lid to its achievements. If you are able to do something in your states, it is because we have built the base, and no matter which is the party in any particular state, it will not be able to function if the center is not stable and strong. It is not only those who are in opposition to our party, but even within our party, our chief ministers often function with a large measure of autonomy. Thanking you once again. Dear Madam, may we draw your attention to the enclosed catalog of electrical equipment which we design and manufacture. Every article in the catalog is guaranteed for at least 6 months, and we are certain that the housewife will find them invaluable for labor saving purposes. The fact that the American woman does her own housework to a much greater extent than a woman in the same walk of life in any other country is probably responsible for the wonderful help the world of electricity gives her. The American is willing to spend money on her household equipment because she uses it very largely herself and knows what valuable help it gives, what time, what hours of back breaking toil over a sink or ironing board it saves. Therefore, she does not consider it an extravagance to have all the aids that the electrical world can give her to lighten her labors. She usually has a vacuum cleaner, an electrical washing machine, an electric iron, a mixer, and a toaster. Even now, the average English woman has very few of these advantages. When she goes to the cinema and sees an American kitchen in a so called modest dwelling, she probably puts much of its shining magnificence down to stage effects. She cannot imagine that people in her own financial position have all those expensive fittings in their own homes. In the years immediately ahead, there will be much electrical equipment available. Firms which have been manufacturing munitions of war are already turning their attention to more peaceful articles, and the benefit should be felt by women all over the world. Perhaps then we shall see a change in point of view. These articles are not by any means luxuries but merely way in which unnecessary labor can be avoided. At the same time, the house which uses electrical equipment well is not only more easily run but it is also more effectively run. We cordially invite you to visit our showrooms at any time you are in the neighborhood, and we look forward to assisting you to the best of our ability in our resolve to save labor. yours faithfully.